There are 5 main things that every good garage gym has: power rack, barbell, Olympic plates, an adjustable bench, and of course, dumbbells. If you have these 5 things, you can build as much muscle and strength as you need without any gimmicks or massive machines that only allow you to do one thing. So I'm gonna go over each of these with my recommendations on what equipment you should be looking out for. And a forewarning before you dislike my video, I'm aware that most of these are gonna be out of stock. So if you know of any good deals or suppliers out there that I didn't cover in this video, share that information for everybody in the comment section below. Everybody should have the opportunity to build a home gym, so let's help each other out and get stronger together. And with that, let's get started with the video. Number 1 on our list today is gonna be a power rack. The power rack is the one piece of equipment that gives you the ability to do all the best exercises. If you don't have a power rack, it's gonna be harder to squat and do bench presses. They also give you the ability to do overhead press without needing to clean the bar from the ground each time. The power rack is the main piece of equipment you need, so make sure when buying one not to skimp on it. This needs to be reliable, one with built-in pull-up bars, and dip attachments would be preferable. I'm gonna list off some of my favorite power racks for each price range, so you can check those out at the links below. First up, power rack less than $300, the Rep PR 1100 Home Gym or PR 1000, any of those is gonna be a good fit. These racks have some of the best functionality for this price range I've seen. You can add on pull downs, extra weight storage, you can add on dip bars, specialty pull-up bars, pretty much everything you want to, and that'll push the price range a little bit higher, but you can add these on over time. For anything under $500, the Rep PR 4100 folding wall mount squat and power rack and the Rogue RML 3W fold back wall mount rack are the 2 that I recommend if you're trying to be in that, that sub 500 price range, but still actually get a very good deal. And both of these are wall mounted, which means for people that are in, a garage gym, you can put it directly on your wall, they fold in on themselves, and it's actually a very good deal considering what you're getting from Rogue and Rep Fitness. Honestly, if you don't have a lot of space, those are what I would go with. Racks under $700, the Rep PR 4000 power rack is my number 1 recommendation for this. You can also go with the Rogue R3 power rack. Both of these are gonna be comparable based on their specs, all the different attachments you can add onto them, and of course the price range. If you only have $700 to spend, go with one of these and work on getting the attachments later if you actually need them. But starting with these from the beginning, they're 11 gauge steel. You cannot go wrong, they're gonna last forever. And for the price, there's not much better you're gonna get on the market. For power racks less than $1,000, we have the Rep PR 5000 V2 power rack and the Rogue RML 490 power rack. The Rep PR 5000 is actually in stock right now, so if you've been looking at this one before, now's the time to pull the trigger. The link's down below. Probably one of my favorite racks that you could possibly get for this price range. It's gonna cost a little more money if you wanna get, the pull downs, the dips, that kind of thing. Again, those are optional. The base price is under $1,000 and that's what we're looking at here. And then the Rogue RML 490 power rack is very similar to the Rep PR 5000. You have a ton of different accessories you can add on from Rogue Fitness's website. Go check out some of the things you can add onto it before you make a decision. But out of every other rack out there, less than $1,000, these are gonna be my 2 picks for that. Number 2 on our list today is a barbell. Power rack is only useful if you have a barbell to use it with. Just like with the power rack, you don't wanna buy a crappy bar. Best barbells I think you should be getting are an Olympic barbell, a trap bar, and a safety squat bar. If you can only afford one though, I would recommend a standard straight Olympic bar. You can pick one for yourself that has the best value, it's gonna keep you the safest, you're gonna be able to lift the most weight with it, and it's not gonna break the bank. But for anything less than $200, I recommend Rogue's 28.5mm Boneyard bars. I've gone over those in this video right here. They're the same as the rest of their, their regular Rogue bars, which are the best in the whole entire fitness industry, but they have a couple of minor defects. They might have some scratches. The knurling might be a little bit rough, scratched up at the ends, but in general, they're the same as the rest of their barbells. If you're trying to get a barbell for as cheap as possible, but it doesn't suck, get a Boneyard bar. And the link to those will be in the description box as well. If you wanna spend a little bit more than that, I would go with the Rogue Ohio bar with the black Oxide. And as you can see, that's that second barbell right there. This is my favorite bar in the market by far. It's got amazing knurling. The knurling on it now, it's not super sharp, just very, very grippy, and it looks awesome with that black Oxide finish. So if you need to buy a bar that's one of the best on the market, going with Rogue, getting that Ohio bar is my recommendation for that. And also if you decide to get some specialty bars for squats and deadlifts, the 2 that I always recommend are a safety squat bar and trap bars from Rogue. So for these, there's the Rogue TB2 trap bar and also the SB1 Rogue safety squat bar. Both of these are gonna be able to handle as much weight as you could possibly need for either of these movements. And with the trap bar, it's gonna let you do trap bar deadlifts, farmer carries, that kind of thing. And then the safety squat bar, for those of you who have really, messed up shoulders, or you wanna do a different kind of squat, The safety squat bar from Rogue is one of the best on the market, bar none. And the main thing that the Rogue safety squat bar has that a lot of others don't is that the yoke is actually fixed. Because on mine right here, see how it spins? You don't want that. Number 3 on our list today is Olympic plates. Without standard Olympic plates to load your barbell up with, you aren't going to be getting much stronger, that's for sure. I recommend getting at least 300 pounds to get started with, and as you get stronger, you can buy more plates. Make sure your plates are the correct size for your barbell, otherwise they're not gonna fit. You want Olympic plates and barbells, not standard. Even though they might not be in stock right now, the best deal that I've seen from any company online is Rep Fitness. Even though they're not in stock right now, Rep Fitness has some of the best iron plates on the market, and they're priced per pair compared to pretty much every other company where you get one plate. To compare this, a 45-pound pair of plates from Rep Fitness is only $98, whereas Rogue's cheapest offering is $65.79 per plate, or $131.58 for a pair. This means Rep Fitness is selling plates for around $1.09 per pound, while Rogue is selling them for around $1.46, which is still much cheaper than how much places like Amazon and the rest of the world is selling them. The standard is gonna be around $2 per pound, and people selling third party can be over $3 per pound. Even though they are in stock, I wouldn't recommend buying from these people. They're just trying to capitalize on the fact that the supply is so low right now, so do not buy from them. If you guys keep doing that, they're gonna keep selling them at that price, and then eventually it's gonna inflate after this pandemic is over. So a couple things to think about. You're going to have to get set up for notifications for Rogue and Rep Fitness so they can notify you when their plates are still back in stock. You can and should also check Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, since these are your best bets for great deals. Number 4 on the list today is an adjustable bench. Having an adjustable bench to do bench press, incline press, and seated military press expands the type of training you can do in your garage gym. For an adjustable bench, I recommend investing in one that can hold at least 1,000 pounds, because it's not just holding the weight of your pressing movements, but also your body weight, which you need to factor in as well. If you're doing a 400-pound bench press and you weigh 200 pounds, which is a pretty good bench press for sure, the bench needs to be able to hold at least 600 pounds. Plus, the stability with a lot of lower quality benches is something you need to keep in mind as well. A lot of them on Amazon really freaking suck. So again, if you're buying your equipment on Amazon, just don't. It's horrible. A lot of the ones that I've seen, you have to screw them in, and after it's tightened down, they will go back and forth, which is bad news when you're trying to bench a couple hundred pounds over your face. Once again, I love Rogue's equipment, but compared to the value that Rep Fitness brings, I'm gonna have to recommend their benches instead. Rogue's cheapest bench is the Flat Utility Bench 2.0 for $179. This isn't even bringing into account their cheapest adjustable bench, which is the Adjustable Bench 2.0 for $545. Yikes! Talk about a steal, am I right? You can buy a whole power rack with dip bars, pull-up bars, safeties, etc. for that price. Obviously, it's just not worth it at this price point. Rep Fitness has similar steel construction on all of their benches. Their cheapest flat bench is the FB3000 flat bench at $94 and is constructed entirely of 11-gauge steel, holding up to around 1,000 pounds. While their cheapest adjustable bench is only around $100 more at $189, the AB3100 adjustable bench V3. This is much more reasonable and something I would definitely recommend, as they're strong, the value is there, and it's $400 cheaper than Rogue, which is insane that they would even charge so much for just a bench. Once again though, most of these benches are out of stock, so make sure to sign up to get notified when they restock them. Number 5 on our list today is adjustable dumbbells. If you have access to a commercial gym, you can only find dumbbells up to 100 pounds on average. This is definitely plenty for most people, but when you have a garage gym, buying a full set of dumbbells isn't really practical for the most part. If you want to pay for a full dumbbell set from 5 to 100 pounds, it's absolutely going to cost thousands. Even the cheapest sets I've seen cost more than a power rack, which just isn't a good investment in my mind. Instead, you have one or two options. You can either buy adjustable dumbbell handles, or you can buy something like a Powerblock. The adjustable dumbbell option is going to be a lot cheaper, but you're going to be limited by how long the dumbbells will be, and they get a little unwieldy based on if you're trying to use 10-pound plates compared to 25 pounds or more. I've used these for years and they work great, but if you want to get something that's a little easier to handle, you can get Powerblocks, Iron Master, or other brands. Those two I just mentioned are the best on the market, but there's new systems coming out each year. The main downside with these is, although they simplify adding weight and taking it off, it's gonna cost a couple $100 regardless. So if you want something cheap, go with one of these, use your Olympic plates, and call it a day. If you made it this far, check out my free push-pull leg strength training program in the link below. It has a ton of information. It should help you put all your new equipment to the test as you grow in strength and power. For those that still need to invest in a garage gym to keep the gym gains going, this list is what you should be starting with to get your best bang for your buck. This doesn't mean going and buying subpar equipment that bends under pressure. As always, I recommend buying nice, don't buy twice. And with that, I leave you with this. What piece of equipment do you plan on getting for your garage gym? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video and you got a lot of info out of it, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.